Hey guys, Fred here, V3FAL, Ontario Northwest Bushcrafter and Outdoors. And as you know from some of my posts, that I was having some trouble trying to get the paddle to work on the X5105. And the problem was that the plugs that Xiegu has provided for the CIV and even these holes that are on the plate here, they've made them so that they fit these plugs. So a standard 3.5 millimeter plug like this that is standard to us here in North America would not make the connection and would not fit. It wouldn't go deep enough inside the key jack in order for the paddle for the dit and the daw or left right to work. So what I did was I removed the side plate with all these little screws here using the small Allen key or Allen wrench. I removed the outside cover first, then I removed the inside plate, and what I did was I just took my my little tool that I have, the hole tool I have for opening up holes in cabinets and different metals, and what I did was I just opened it up slightly to allow just this little bit in order to go down and work on the jack here for the X5105. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to assemble this, put it all back together, and then I'm going to show you guys the radio working here with the paddle as soon as I'm done. Alright, so I opened up that hole just a little bit, as you guys can see. Of course now there's no black on it, but that's alright, doesn't bother me any. So now the plug should fit. I know it was working last night when I tested it before I put it all back together. And just looking at the radio, I think what I'm going to do now that I've had these screws out here on the top is what I think I'm going to do so that I have a ground, common ground area on here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the file and I'm just going to ever so gently file off enough off of this part of the case right here, and then I'm going to take an eye connector, one of the not the bullet style connectors, but one of the eyes, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take the smallest one they have, just take off whatever I need here to make a proper ground, and I'll put a Anderson on there, or even one of the other knife type of connectors. I'm going to put it on here so that I have a ground, because we're lacking a bit of a ground or a place to plug in the ground on this radio. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the power on, I'm going to put the paddle on, and we're going to go to reverse beacon network. We're going to go 20 meters, we're going to do a call on CW, and we're going to make sure that everything works. Alright, so we've got the paddle hooked up. We're all ready to go here. I've got the Uniham paddle hooked up to the key area. We are set for auto left, so we're going to just check and see if the frequency is busy. Well, we're going to put it right, I guess. So just asking if the frequency is busy. We look at reverse beacon network. I made some calls last night after I got it up and running, and we're good. Key speed set at 18 words per minute, so let's see what happens here. So I'm on 20 meters, and yep, I was heard. It's heard by W4KKN, KM3T-2, Whiskey Zulu 7 India, and VE6 Whiskey Zulu, as well as K1 Tango Tango Tango. Speed is 18 words per minute, which I'm set at. Obviously, we've got some good signal reports here. We can see only one station is hearing me, and that's KM3T, which has me at 14.048.9. The rest have me bang on frequency. I just see two more come up here, Whiskey 4 Kilowatt Charlie November, and of course K2MFF-3 just came in with me up a little high from frequency. But as you can see, I'm on 14.049. So let's just give one more call and see what happens here and test this out. The CW side tone is down as low as I can go. I've asked Steven if there's something else that they can do to lower it, because it's still way too loud. Even with headphones on, like, that is way too loud. You couldn't operate, and I could never operate in the morning without waking anybody up with that coming out of the speaker. And as you can see, I have it down all the way. Let's just see what it sounds like if I go to the top. Get out of here. Oh, I want to save that, sorry. Make sure we saved it. Nope, I didn't save it. So we're going to save that beep volume, and let's just see. So it's extremely loud. So I'm going to go back down to number 1. Save it. And here we go. And key speed. Alright, so as we can see, we've been heard. We're getting out and the paddle's working 100%. So that was my fix. For those of us in North America who are running the standard 3.5 millimeter plug, was just opening that up just a little bit. It didn't need much, but there is at least an 1/8 of an inch difference between the side plate and the plug, and now we're up and running, because I know there was another ham operator on a group that was having the same issue. So with this now, the issue has been solved. So thanks for watching, guys. This is Fred of VE3FAL, Ontario Northwest Bushcraft and Outdoors. 7-3, guys.